after, because you think about how much, like, if you wouldn't have took that chance to just like really sit with that quiet, fight through them urges to like want to hop on the phone or like want to go do something to distract yourself, fight through them urges and really sit with yourself, and then let your mind come out, or let your heart come, whatever it is that in that moment you start feeling, or you start, becoming aware that you're feeling, and then just like moving through it, experiencing, processing through it, whether it's talking yourself through it or like feeling and like thinking through it, like, and just giving yourself that space to just let whatever it is that you're feeling, thinking, be and exist. A lot of times I think we suppress and we run away from what we're feeling or certain things we're thinking because it's like it's too distracting, right? But if we would only face it, it wouldn't be as distracting, because now we're working through it, we're moving through it, we're understanding, we're gaining this insight, this clarity on what we feel, on what we're seeing, thinking, perceiving, But a lot of times we be so caught up in being distracted from that moment of stillness and space and time with ourselves that we never get to that point. So I challenge you guys to, like, when you have downtime of like, anytime you chilling by yourself, you sit by yourself, you did everything you wanted to do, or like the things you have been doing are kind of boring now, but you're still kind of bored. Like, just have that time to sit with yourself, whether it be like listening to some, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes listening to music can be distracting too. So I would say keep the music to like something like in the background, like don't headphones it, because if you headphones it, you're gonna be paying attention to the music more than you are being in the moment of like the experience that you have with connecting with yourself. You can have some music in the background playing that, like, I love background music. That's one thing about me. Whether I be on the phone or like chilling and like doing anything, like I love me some good background music, because that just helped me. I don't know, it's weird. So maybe that's something y'all guys can try out, like having background music on while y'all chilling with yourself, instead of just like listening to music in your headphones. So that way, like, you in your environment, you're aware, you hear everything. Because that's another thing too. Like, if you are in a noisy environment, or if you're in an environment that you don't really feel like you can really relax in, it's definitely important with trying to like do things and create that time. Either if it's outside of the home, you could do that as well. Like I said, I go outside and just, sometimes it's like the little field out there. Sometimes I actually go walk into another neighborhood that got like a grass field, and I just sit out there. So it's wherever you find that like you feel comfortable at, that you really feel like you don't have to worry. It's nothing gonna distract you. There's nothing gonna take you away from what you feel, how you think. Like, it's just gonna be you and you in that moment. But those moments of stillness really do help you really connect more with yourself. And over time, you'll kind of see that connection with yourself start to build, because you're creating that space to hear your inner voice, to hear you say what you feel, And it's not like you shutting it out because, you got all this noise around, or like you haven't had time to like yourself, So it's so much that's clouding up. But if you're creating those little moments of stillness for yourself, of quiet, of like, music, no TV, no people, and you create that self of quietness, like you're gonna find over time that you, even when it is noise, you'll still be able to connect with yourself and be able to like tune in to you, pay attention to the things inside of you. Because that's the thing, I think it's so easy to get, like I said, if you have distractions and so much noise around, it's so easy to get caught up in all of that and lose a sense of yourself and start going with like the flow of what's in the universe and not what's inside of you. You feel me? Or like coming from that space of action from what you feel or what you think you should be doing, not what you feel like, not what, it's not, because I'm kind of getting in the mind. It's like a perception thing. It's like, well, I think that's what they expect. So it's something like that. Like, but the way I said it, it was weird, because I saw like a cube, like a Rubik's cube turning. So this could be like different sides, or like, but I'm kind of getting like having to, so like you're fixing a puzzle of like all these versions of yourself that you had to be. And through this quiet time, you're finding like you're putting the pieces together with like, okay, it's kind of giving energy of like, think about when you had to wear a mini mask, or like growing up, like you don't want to always have to be emotional, so you had to kind of like hide certain parts of yourself, or like, when it was things that you're really going through, you think about the mask that you used to have to put on to like try to, make it seem what you need to make it seem, right? But let's say over time, like with different people, that's kind of you how you had to make it. So now you're putting, like, maybe you have got like things mixed place, or like things have been crossed up with like the different versions of yourself that you've had, or could have been, or like over time. It's kind of giving me the energy of like, how you have like over time you have different changes. So like, you may not do something one season and then the next season you're doing the same thing you said you wouldn't do last season, right? But it's because you have multiple masks and they're shifting.